Hello, my dear kiddos. A warm welcome to this session. I hope you all are doing very good. I'm super happy to be back with a bang, which you should say, but I always say because it gives me a lot of energy. So, yes, I'm back with a bang. And we're going to do a quick summary of all the non-chordates. And many kids keep asking me, ma'am, how to keep it in the memory, right? So, one easy tip, children, I would always say is to create tables, flow charts, small handwritten notes, whichever is the convenient method for you. You just have it for yourself, and that will be super helpful for you to revise, right? So, I always believe in creating tables and flow charts, which is a very beautiful way of doing a revision. Okay? Yes? Everybody ready now? Shall we proceed? Okay, kiddos. Yeah, so as you can see, the title today it's going to be a summary of non-chordates. Yeah, with me, Divyashni ma'am. Yeah, and yes, a little detail added to the thumbnail. Yes, I have worked in Byju's as well as in Vedantu. So in Byju's, I was actually a biology faculty. Yeah, and then in Vedantu, master teacher. So I love teaching children like anything. That is my passion. Yeah, I'm always proud to be a teacher. Yeah, a teacher by choice, we say in Vedantu, right? Earlier I was working, not right now, but wherever I work, even now in YouTube, I enjoy and I love doing it. That is what is very important. So let us get into this session. Yeah, so I have created a table. So the most important aspect from board perspective, if you see, is the features of every individual phylum is very important, as well as the kids confuse the examples of every phylum. And one, they keep asking whether they have whether they undergo internal or external fertilization, or direct or indirect development, whether they are unisexual or a hermaphrodite. So these questions are the common issues which arise among the children. So I have categorized that into a chart. I hope many of you will be happy about this. Yeah. This is going to be super helpful for you all, children. Trust me. Okay, let us begin now. So the first feature we are going to see is the distinct features of every individual phylum. Here we are going to see Porifera, Cnidaria and Ctenophora. Talking about the distinct features, children, poriferans, sponges, right? They have a lot of pores in their body, no doubt about it, and they undergo water canal system, which helps in all of their life processes, right? And don't confuse this water canal system with water vascular system. Water vascular system is seen in, put in the comment box, echinodermata, right? Yes, so this is water canal system. Don't confuse between two. Of course, they have the ostia, yeah, osculum and all. Ostia and osculo also you can add it. Spongocoel is there, and conocytes. These conocytes are the collar cells. So they ask you, where can you find the conocytes, in which of the phylum? Porifera. And body is supported by spicules and spongin fibers. Very important. Note it down, children. Such a beautiful table which you cannot find elsewhere. And cnidarians can also be called as coelenterata, right? So they have tentacles with cnidoblasts. Sorry for the mistake there. It is blast. Okay, cnidoblast. The body we call it the coelentron, polyp and medusa. Yeah, the cylinder and the umbrella forms are seen, correct? Polyp and medusa. And polyp, asexual means of reproduction, medusa, sexual means of reproduction, right? So this we call it alteration of. Some shows, SOME, some shows alteration of generation. And corals will also fall under cnidarians. They have skeletons. Yeah. And Ctenophora, one beautiful distinct feature, if you see, they have 8 vertical external ciliated comb plates for their locomotion. And they show bioluminescence. Very important, children. Very important. And in Porifera, water canal system, keep in mind. Correct? And Reproduction, children, very simple thing I'll tell you. Poritino, write this, okay? Poritino platiani. Why am I saying this? Poritino platiani. Let me write it here. Poritino platiani. So Porifera, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes and Annelida, all four, if you see, they are hermaphrodites. Meaning they are monoecious. Single body will have both male and female parts, right? So Porifera, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes and Annelida. So they are hermaphrodites, correct? Whereas if you see the coelentrates, they are unisexual, right? Correct? And internal fertilization, if you see, you can see in Porifera, correct? Apart from that, external, where can you see? Coelentrata, Ctenophora, you can see external fertilization, right? Yeah. Apart from these two, at the end, Echinodermata and Hemichordata, these two will show external fertilization. All others will show internal fertilization. Simple, very simple. What is it? Cnidaria and Ctenophora. Apart from these two, Echinodermata and Hemichordata. These four will show external fertilization. All others will show internal fertilization. Easy. Likewise, Poritino platiani will show they are hermaphrodites, whereas all others are unisexuals. Okay. Cool. And even in Annelida, you cannot say all are hermaphrodites. I will show you an exception there. But as of now, keep this in mind. Yeah. Reproduction, if you see in Porifera, both asexual, sexual. Cnidaria, asexual, sexual. Polyp, asexual. Medusa, sexual. Ctenophora, only sexual. And most of them will show indirect development, children. Okay. Most of them will show indirect development. If you see Arthropoda, Mollusca, Aschelminthes, Annelida, you can find both direct and indirect. But apart from that, all others are indirect. Yeah. Note down the examples, please. For Porifera, Sycon, Spongilla, Euspongia, Euplectella. Very important. Have all the possible examples, okay? Minimum at least 2 examples for each you should know. Cnidaria, Hydra, Obelia, Aurelia, the jellyfishes, right? Physalia, Adamsia, Pennatula, Gorgonia and Meandrina. The brain coral is Meandrina, right? So all of these are very good examples of Cnidaria. Ctenophora. Yes. Ctenophora and Pleurobrachia. These are the examples. And then, moving on to the next 3 phylums, which is Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida. Right? See, just like how I told you, Poritino platiani, you see hermaphrodites. And in Annelida, I told you one thing to be noted. Earthworms and leeches will show hermaphrodites. But whereas Nereis is unisexual. Okay? That thing you have to note. Yes, and one beautiful feature of Platyhelminthes is, children, both the ventral and the dorsal side is flattened. So we call it dorsoventrally flattened. And flame cells, very important. The excretory cells, protonephridia. And they will have hooks and suckers in their body. Then Aschelminthes, nothing but what? Nematoda. Right? They show sexual dimorphism, very important. Distinction between male and female. Females are longer than the males. Very important. Annelida, of course, what comes to your mind? Annelids mean segments, segmentation, right? They have setae, parapodia, nephridia, pad ganglia. All these are important terms to remember. See, just like I told you, these are undergoing internal fertilization, right? Internal fertilization. And see, from Aschelminthes, Annelida, direct indirect development, direct indirect development. Even Arthropoda, Mollusca also, both direct indirect you can see. Okay. And asexual, sexual. Yes. Moving on to the examples, platyhelminthes, Taenia solium, fasciola, and planaria. Beautiful, beautiful three examples. Aschelminthes, Ascaris, and cyclostoma, and Ucheraria. Very, very, very important. Ucheraria is what causes the elephantiasis, right? Yeah. And then Annelida, Ferritima, Heredinaria, and Nereis. Very, 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 very important. Such beautiful hand-picked examples are given here. Keep these things in your mind. Very important, my dear kiddos. Very, very, very important. Next, moving on to the next three phylum. Arthropoda, mollusca, and echinodermata. Arthropods, jointed legs, right? Jointed appendages. They have the outer skeleton, right, which is covered by chitin. Yeah? Yes, exoskeleton is made up of chitin. And Malpighian tubule, very, very important. Excretory system, right? They have Malpighian tubule. Antenna, compound eyes and simple eyes, and statocyst for body balance. Here you have the head, visceral mass, muscular fluid, shell, mantle, and the radula. Yes, of course, you remember the rabbit-like structure which I used to draw, and I'll tell you what is radula and all. Right? Yes, keep that in your mind. Echinodermata, spiny skinned, right? So that can also be included. Spine skinned. Calcareous ossicles, water vascular system, very, very, very important. Water canal system in porifera, water vascular system in echinodermata, and no excretory system. Then see, internal, and this is also internal, and this is external. See, that's why I told you echinodermata and hemichordata external fertilization. Then all these are unisexuals, which is dioecious. What is dioecious, children? Separate individuals. Male will have male part, female will have female part. Okay, two different individuals. And oviparous, that is the capacity to lay eggs, right? Yeah, arthropods and mollusca, oviparous. You can note that as well. And development, see, direct, indirect seen in arthropods and mollusca, indirect in echinodermata. And they have a ciliated free swimming larva. Important to note. Just a minute. Very, very, very important examples, children. Economically important insects, right? Apis mellifera, Apis florae, right? A lot of bees are there, right? Apis mellifera is most commercially used Italian bee for honey production. And then bombyx and lassifer, yeah. And vectors, if you see Anopheles mosquito, Culex and Aedes mosquito. Gregarious is locust and living fossil is limulus. Note it down. And mollusca, Pilla, the apple snail and all, right? So Pilla, Pinnectada, Sepia, Loligo. Yeah, Loligo is the squid, right? And octopus in Aplysia. Very, very, very beautiful examples. Echinodermata. Recently we have seen this Cucumeria, Echinus, Asterias, Antidon and Ophiura. Very, very beautiful examples given, children. Yeah, very well curated charts. You cannot find it anywhere else. And then finally, hemichordata. Yes, the distinctive features is that they have different parts, proboscis, collar, trunk, and stomochord is present. Although notochord is absent, they have stomochord present. Yeah. And reproduction through external fertilization, they are also unisexuals and indirect development. Very, very important. Examples are Balanoglossus and Sarcoglossus. Yeah. Yes, and I have put in the NCRT chart. NCRT is like the Bible, right? Yeah, so that is being put here. And yeah, so regarding the coelom part, if you see, children, only Aschelminthes will show pseudocoelom, false coelom, right? Till Platyhelminthes, coelom is absent. From Aschelminthes onwards, the coelom starts. Aschelminthes alone will have false coelom, and thereafter you can see eucoelom, true coelom. And talking about this symmetry, porifera, if you see, the symmetry is kind of unknown. Yeah, a basic radial symmetry you can say, but it's not clear. Whereas Coelenterata, Ctenophora, you can say radial, and from Platyhelminthes onwards, it is bilateral. And Echinodermata, very, very important. Adults will show radial symmetry, whereas larva will show bilateral symmetry. That you have to note it down. And apart from that, segmentation, absent, it is present from Annelida, right? Annelida arthropods you can see. And apart from that, in Chordata. Yeah, Chordata we will be seeing it. So don't worry, Chordata is the next lecture. And then digestive system is incomplete till Platyhelminthes, absent in Porifera. From there onwards it is present. Complete digestive system you can see from Aschelminthes till all chordates. Circulatory system, if you see, it is absent till Aschelminthes, right? From Annelida onwards it is present. Respiratory system also same. Till Aschelminthes it is absent, from Annelida it is present. And all others we have already seen, right? That's all, children. With that we are completing our session. Yeah, so I want you to name few examples of mollusca, arthropoda. This is one question. Second question, what kind of system helps in life processes of Porifera first and then in Echinodermata? What kind of system helps in their life processes like locomotion, right, excretion and all? Yeah, put the answers in the comment box, and if you have any doubts, feel free to ask in the comment box. So if you have any more doubts apart from this, please feel free to put it in the comment box. Yeah, and do not forget to subscribe. Please subscribe the channel to get more videos, and also share it with your friends. Sharing is caring, right? Let us all gain knowledge through this medium, and let it be helpful to a lot of as many students as possible, right? There are many students who are not able to receive even a tinier content to be explained, right? So this will be very helpful for them. Share it with your friends, and yeah, let us see in the next lecture. Do not forget to subscribe. Tada, bye bye, take care.